What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
I finished with a poop.
We know. Don't explain it.
We were here. I wasn't sure if you heard the explosion of the last pee. I wasn't sure.
You are always pee heavy on your scats more than anybody else. You're a big poop guy.
When it works, it works.
I'm just happy we got an audible scat from you today. That was a win.
Yeah.
Seeing you sit there because we hit the button, and Jason's like, I'm not doing it. And then he was sitting there not moving, and I thought,
you thought I was going to not do it.
He might not do it.
Man.
But then you just ripped a classic.
I
am
good.
Ripped it.
Disappointed with myself, yes.
Welcome into the Spitballers. We have Would You Rather, some Guess Goose, of which Jason is thy goose.
Yeah.
And we are
this show sucks.
We are drafting the worst things to find left on your front porch. So that should be fun. There are a few, and maybe that's why you ended the scat the way you did. You can follow the show on Twitter at SpitballersPod, the website SpitballersPod.com, and on Instagram at Instagram.com/SpitballersPod. We always appreciate your segment questions and suggestions. We appreciate it if you follow the show on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Subscribe, leave us a review. That's a quick and easy way to say that you enjoy the show and help the show grow if you like the show. So we'll kick it off right here.
Would you rather?
Curtis from the website says, would you rather attend a Dolphins home game in September wearing snow pants and a parka, so Florida, I think is the key there,
Yeah.
or attend a Packers home game in January wearing nothing but swim trunks and flip-flops? That would be a cold weather game.
So you want to be out in the freezing without clothing, or be in the monstrous heat with obviously too much clothing.
And I guess quick reactions there. Do you consider being too cold or too hot more dangerous?
These are both extremely dangerous.
I consider being too hot more dangerous than being too cold.
Interesting.
No, I mean,
I default the other direction. I
Okay.
feel like
Yeah.
too cold is the quicker death.
I don't think you will. Like,
But I'm not saying I'm right.
I'm saying that the way I'm reading this, like the heat one, you'd be in very grave danger of a heat stroke. The other one, you'll probably make it through, but January,
some frostbite
up there, like you could get legitimate frostbite.
But you can also, there's also things you can do,
like move.
Like when you're hot, you sweat to cool down, but that's all you can do, and it's not going to fix it. It's not going to fix the problem.
No.
But you can do push-ups, do some squats, get your heart going in the cold, and keep your body.
You can drink, though, if you're hot. You can just if you drank enough water during the whole entire game, wouldn't you be fine?
Well, if you drink enough beer in the cold, wouldn't you be fine? I mean, yeah, it works both ways.
I don't think so, because your body temp would go too hot.
Now,
which is less
assume,
comfortable.
All right, let's take death,
off the table,
off the
just
table
suffering.
Here. This is just suffering. You're going to survive it.
Okay.
You're not going to lose toes in the cold.
Okay. All right. I like this.
But you have to go and do it the whole entire game. So and they went to overtime. So this is a 3-hour banger.
Yeah,
of
you
a
just
game.
got to suffer through extreme heat and being sweaty, and then in the humidity, or extreme cold. I want the heat, man. I come from Arizona. I feel like I'm more acclimated for that.
Well, I mean, are you accounting for that you're wearing snow pants and a parka? Because you are going to be sweating into this thing.
Yeah, I get it.
Are you accounting for the fact that you are surrounded by 80,000 other people standing and sitting and cheering and clapping?
I believe suffering was a given in this environment.
But my point is those things aid when you're cold. Like we have never turned on.
I promise the fans around you aren't helping much in January in Green Bay.
But we have turned games on in Green Bay, in Buffalo, where you've got the whole gaggle of guys with no shirts on, and they're out there being tough guys, and they make it through.
Gaggle of fans.
Have you ever seen the tough
Spoken
guys
from a true goose.
you know, turn on a Dolphins game and seen someone in the heat wearing a parka and be like, look how tough I am.
You were bringing up an incredible point of people in the cold. Like we show our toughness. This is a thing that humans do, especially dumb idiot men. And we're like, yeah, look how this
don't faze me.
It doesn't bother me because I'm so much stronger and tougher than you.
I have no feelings.
Okay, we're in the heat.
Yeah, where's the tough
Layer
guys?
it on. Where's your
Where's your puffer jacket?
Show me how tough you are.
Add a scarf.
How has this never been a thing?
Because one of them is like, yeah, like it's not hard to not put more clothes on. So that's what makes you tough.
Yeah, it makes you even tougher to layer it on in the heat.
That's a real
You're
tough.
a dog.
If there's some
get
tough
it.
guys out there listening, you got some work to do in these hot weather environments.
There are, I mean, if you're in the heat for a long period of time, it is not great to be with no clothes. Like if you look at landscapers out in Arizona, they wear a lot of clothes.
Oh, I mean,
that's the
you got to
sun.
protect yourself from the
yeah,
sun.
from the
yes.
sun. But I mean, long pants, long
Yeah.
shirt, big hat, scarf. You're going to be covered up. I just don't like being cold as much as I'm okay being hot. That's it. I'd rather be in a hot sauna for 40 minutes than a cold plunge.
I mean, you guys already know my answer. I'm definitely taking the cold. I like going to the ice bars and being one of them tough guys.
Yeah, but you're a different guy now, so you're probably the opposite.
It's certainly not how
You've
it used
complained
to
of
be.
it being too cold in the studio often.
Yes,
It's something that
And you said it kind of like this. You're like, it's too cold in here.
Okay, well then let's turn this right back on you, Andy, because man, you've been changing and you've been getting the sweats.
I have.
My fan on
going
my
through
desk has
menopause.
been used about 700 times in the last
You're darn
month.
right.
Not once on me.
We'll be in the
That's
You're
my fan
darn right.
turns.
I'll be in a t-shirt and sweatpants. Andy's in shirt and shorts.
Yeah.
And he's like-
I don't even have.
He's
Today
like,
I
is
was
anybody else
I'm
hot
in
in here?
flip flops today.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like-
becoming Jason.
Yeah, we're really
Jason's
trading
becoming
places.
me.
So I don't think you were going to want this Dolphins game in September wearing a parka. I'm
Is
trying
there
to help
weight
you
loss
out.
benefits from sweating all that weight off?
For a day.
I'm
You're
taking
just-
it.
Like if you're trying to cut for
Yeah,
your
some
rest
You
water
guys
weight.
clearly both of you want to be in the cold.
No.
You're, really? Oh, I'm definitely choosing the cold.
Between these two, I guess I would
Okay.
take the cold.
Okay.
But oh man, when the shivers hit and
That's
the
the
jaw
thing, man.
starts
You
going
just-
and you can't
ugh.
stop it.
But like,
You can't.
now let's
Even
imagine,
moving around. After a certain point,
Yeah.
moving around don't do nothing.
imagine you are actually enjoying the game. You're wanting to cheer. Like, if you're in the parka in the
Yeah,
heat,
you're not.
you're sitting down and you're
Yeah.
just trying to survive.
I think in Kansas City, legitimately, there were like multiple fans with frostbite.
There
at
was
one of their games.
when they had that
Yeah.
whatever one of the coldest games ever.
I just watched the game at home comfortably. Daniel
That's the
from
way to do it.
Patreon, would you rather be not allowed to ever attend another wedding or ever attend another funeral? They still happen, but you cannot attend them, so including loved ones. In both scenarios, you must decline the invite with nothing more than, I'm sorry, I won't be able to make it.
Okay.
So
What if I say both?
I am on like a pretty long non-wedding, non-funeral streak.
Hey,
It's been a while since you've been to one?
congratulations.
I haven't been to either of those
Congratulations.
events in at least 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
We-
that's
that
a long,
will-
that's
that-
a long stretch.
That will end.
I feel like that's a
soon.
pretty normal stretch.
Is it?
I hope.
Well, I mean, you go through the
I'll
phases
be honest.
of your
I
life.
forgot about one of the weddings that was 3 or 4 years ago. I thought before that one, it must have been another 4 or 5 years.
But
so
they seem like weddings. They come in packages because like
Right.
everyone kind of hits the age where it starts happening.
yeah, they did.
And
yeah.
then we all have a friend or two who's like, they wait longer. So then you have one pop up.
And then you wait a little longer and you go to the second weddings. You know? So
right, right.
Oh man, I've
What if
rules.
they
I'm
made
like,
you?
Nope.
What if
nope.
they made you gather for a divorce?
oh.
Like if you, it's a contractual thing. So like if you
Right.
attended the
If
first wedding,
you
you
have
must
to
be
go.
present for the separation of said wedding.
You have to at least send invites for it.
Right.
You know, and they have to decline. No.
You are invited to
You go to court. You have the groom's side
yes. Yes. The groom's side and the
and the bride's side.
Yeah.
You're like,
But which one is more
the invite shows that the names are becoming back to what they used to be.
which one is more rude
To miss?
to miss?
I think it depends on the relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine at the end of the day, the funeral would be the more significant one if it was the more significant person. Which is ironic because that person's dead.
But that's the issue that I'm struggling with here is like if it's your best friend, you can't miss your best friend's wedding, and you shouldn't miss your best friend's funeral, but you could, you know?
Well, if your mom or dad passes, the other one will be at that funeral, and that will be the thing you can't miss. That's where that's the one that's because unless they go together.
Oh man, sorry, Dad.
Right,
I can't be there.
I can't make it.
I got this thing.
I'm sorry, won't be able to make it. And that's all you can say, according to this rule.
Is there a chance someone takes that and they go, oh, it's just too hard for them? Like, at least with the funeral, with that response, they could think the reason you're not going is it's too difficult.
I'm sorry. I won't be able to make it.
Oh, yeah, you can say it like that.
Yeah. There you go. Oh,
well, no, you can't.
I'm
in
sorry.
both scenarios, you must decline with
nothing more than, I'm sorry.
Is this
won't be able to make it. It's whatever you want. That's all the rule says here is you have to decline the invite with nothing more than that phrase. So I'm going to call him.
Have you ever declined either of these?
I've
like
never,
when you're on, like maybe the relationship was just on the fence of either the wedding or the funeral that you're like, man, I just don't want to do that.
I have declined second weddings.
Yeah. Second wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you're not getting me again.
Yeah, no, I mean you.
I gifted you once.
There's
that's where when you attend the divorce, all the presents get given back.
Oh no, you got to
there's limitations. Like if you're on number 2, it has to have been at least 10 years.
What if it's number 2 with the same person? That's a real gimmick, right?
I have declined those too.
Have you? You're not getting me again.
Yeah.
I feel like
you should be forced to elope the second one. That should be the rule.
There is a benefit to one of these. Because while I don't know if you guys like going to weddings, hate going to weddings, but I know you don't like going to funerals.
Right.
There's nobody out there that's
they're difficult.
Man, I love me a funeral. I just love to go and see the sadness. If you want a nice spread, it's gonna be at the wedding.
The truth is I always say I don't want to go to weddings. But the reality is when you're at a wedding, once you've done all that, like, I got to make the plans and put on the clothes and go to the play. I've always enjoyed being at the wedding because you eat good food, you dance, you see people. I just don't like the obligation of the wedding. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, no, I know exactly what you mean. But once you're there, it's okay.
Once you're there, it's fun. The funeral's never fun.
Yeah, for the question, I'm not. Sorry, Mom and Dad. I'm not missing my children's wedding.
Yeah,
that would be
that's a good point. All three of us have.
So that's where it will go. And you know what? I think they'll understand.
The poop.
The poop.
What? Hey guys,
are you gonna say the problem? The poop?
I was gonna say the person, and it came out the poop.
Man, we are the Spitballers podcast.
The person that you're honoring, I was gonna say, is alive.
He called the person poop.
Is alive in one of them,
yes,
and dead in the other. The honoring of the person, or the poop, as I call it.
I'm going to.
How did I say poop?
I don't know, man.
That's your scat.
Yeah.
If you hadn't told me you said poop in the scat, I'd been fine.
I'm going to decline the funerals because
can we make those more fun
gets me
somehow?
out of funeral. No.
Okay,
That's
just making sure.
Firm answer.
What if? Stay with me on this.
Okay.
This is going to be a little controversial. But what if when you open the casket, it was filled with candy, and every time you go up there, you just take a handful?
like a pinata almost?
Yes, like a human death pinata.
Oh man, I think you're really onto something here, Andy. What if you just brought the candy and start pouring it in?
Right. Oh, everybody pours in.
There we
like
go.
One of those.
There we
the
go.
dirt that you put.
Have you
on
seen
the
the little reels where they're like, "Hi, I'm John, and I brought the Skittles," and then they poured into the big
for the party
the party, and you do that with the. Oh heck yeah, do that at mine. Do that at mine.
Well,
you probably
I'm
want
sorry,
ice cream.
Won't be able to make it.
Oh, don't bury me in ice cream. That's really.
He doesn't like being cold.
I don't want to be absorbed. I just don't want to bloat. I don't want ice cream bloat. Okay.
Which one are you? Which one are you? Going to the funeral?
You know, I think I've been talked the other way now.
Okay.
I think I'd rather be at. I don't want to like the kids' wedding. I can't imagine missing that. But if I missed a funeral, I still care about that person.
Won't be able to make it.
Yeah.
Man. All right. Rocky from Patreon. Would you rather be the first zombie or the last human?
This question
This question's
makes no
not good.
sense.
It's not good because you don't have consciousness as a zombie.
This is it, but it's so easy.
I mean, this is of course easy.
Wait, what's the answer?
The first zombie.
No, what?
See, this is where I wondered.
The first zombie.
Why would you want to be the first zombie?
You have no fear. There's no fear of zombies then.
Don't you want to not be a zombie?
Yeah, but eventually everyone
It does
will
seem
become
to
a zombie.
imply that
doesn't-
everybody's a zombie.
It doesn't say I'm the last human.
Yeah.
That'd be
I
terrible.
might make it.
The last human
You
would
know
be
what-
terrible.
That means I was the best. I
You don't
survived
make
the
it.
longest.
You don't. There's no winning though.
There's nobody to go to your funeral.
I won for the entire time that I was human.
The things that you would have had to
Is
do
that what you'd
to be
be
the last
thinking?
human.
Yeah.
If
yeah,
you were the
for
last
sure.
human, you'd be like, I did it.
Yeah,
No,
you're darn
man.
right.
As you stroll alone through the
When
world.
I watch zombie movies,
Uh-huh.
the people who are surviving, they are the winners. The ones that got
Yeah.
turned to zombies are the zombies. What are you talking about?
I mean, that's true. They're the losers.
You never watch it go, oh, man, he got lucky. He got bit. Good for him. You think that? You
Well,
watch these?
I think that not in terms of because the story is trying to get me involved in invested in the character's survival, but I'm like realistically, watch that life. You want that life?
If every
I want
person,
life.
Bruh,
if every person
Pat,
became a
there's-
zombie, though,
that's
you'd
not a
choose
life.
first, wouldn't you? So it just comes down to
You're saying if I could not
if you
survive,
knew the
if I
entire
knew,
world would be converted.
if I knew for sure that I will be converted, that is the only way that I can see the answer of like, okay, yeah, it's better to be first and not watch.
Where do you want to be bit?
If I had
Because they
to,
go for the neck a lot. I don't want that.
If I had to pick the spot, I would pick Shin.
Is there, Mike? You know
Ooh.
zombie lore.
yes.
Is your conversion into a zombie after being bitten affected by the proximity of the bite to a certain organ, vital organ, brain?
Yes.
So neck, you're going to convert quicker than like a toe bite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you
Is it saliva?
it's the virus or whatever is in them. So if you get bit in the neck, that's going to be quicker to overtake your body than if you get bit in the foot.
If you get bit and you know you're being converted, are you one of the ones that wants to just?
Are you doing? Well, no. Are you doing you get bit in the arm?
Oh, can you
Oh,
cut
yeah.
that off?
That there are plenty of zombie canon out there where that is a thing.
So if you remove it
'Cause
before
you're-
the virus spreads,
Yeah, the infection hasn't got to the rest of your body.
is that what I should do with the snake bite?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, just so you know.
Also,
Not you listening,
It doesn't
but
matter
Andy.
about the snake. Any snake bite, you need to get.
Right.
You got to get that
It
arm
doesn't
off.
make a difference.
Right.
Chop off the arm.
Bee sting.
Yeah.
Bee stings.
Finger goodbye.
Have
get
you ever
that
been
thing
stung,
out of you.
Andy?
Have I? No, I've never been
You
stung.
don't know how allergic you could be.
That's true.
So immediately.
Have you ever been stung, Jason?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
But I did have a bee swarm at my house this morning. So like,
Yes, which was. Well, I like that discussion, so I want to bring that up. Jason's like, I had a bee swarm, which where we live that
That is what they do.
it does happen from time to time. Well, I'm saying like I'll be like,
yeah, they
oh,
show up in a tree.
crap,
Yeah.
there's a hive here, and these bees are not pleased that there's other people around here, and
Displeased bees.
very nice. And Jason's like, I had a bee problem, and I went to call my bug guy. I have the best bug guy, and he's like, I like my and the bug guy just happened to the service happened to time up that he was there for what probably regular pest control.
yeah, he was in my backyard spraying.
And then the bees are there, and so the guy's like, I'll take care of the bees. I'm like, how do you know the bug guy didn't put the bees there? Which is the greatest racket of all time. You just
Place the bugs, then treat the bugs.
Yeah,
Place
like-
the bees, treat the bees.
Hey, I saw you had a bee issue. I just happened to be in the neighborhood.
you bring a card and a scorpion, and you just put, just open the door, throw a scorpion, and leave
I
a card on the
noticed.
door.
Oh, that's funny.
And then you get to take the beehive and be like, I'm going to humanely
It
put
only
this
works
somewhere
so
else. And you just
long,
put
though,
it in
right?
someone else's
Yeah,
yard.
3 doors down, leave a card.
It only works once though, because if the animals come back, they're a bad bee guy or a bad.
Well, but there's
Pest
so
guy.
many houses. You
That's
go
true.
neighborhood
Yeah,
to neighborhood.
there
You
is.
can never
You'll-
stop.
You'll never get
You want
caught.
to hear something funny? I actually
The bee grifts.
I've actually thought, mind you, I've never been stung. I could be killed by bees. I don't know, but I'm pretty into bees, and
What does that mean?
that means that I would consider being a beekeeper.
For
As-
real?
Yeah,
As in now,
like
you
do the whole thing,
So when
honey and everything.
when a bee buzzes near you,
Yeah, I don't freak out.
You just kind of be like,
Don't care.
shoo. Or
I like them. I like the bees.
Do you invite the bee to land on you?
I don't invite it. No,
Okay.
it is uninvited. It is. But I'm not. I grew up very afraid of bees
I was
because I had never been
terrified of
stung, and I'm an
bees.
asthmatic, and I was afraid that A plus B equals death.
Yeah, we all saw my girl.
Yeah. Oh man.
But now, well, there's a couple questions I have, and Papa Josh might know this as a biologist. The first sting is not the one that gets you, though, right?
That's correct.
So everybody's first sting you're not allergic to? Is that actually
Correct. That's correct.
What?
Because it's the second
it's the build up.
Because bee venom, believe it or not, I shouldn't know this, but bee venom is off. There are people that treat with bee stings because bee
Right.
venom has attributes
What are
that
we
are
treating?
They will sting themselves. They will get bees.
Uh-huh.
They'll sting themselves 6 to 8 times on
Oh,
the
wait,
back.
to
Trying
build
to-
up an immunity?
Yeah.
No, it's not to build up. An
It's
immunity.
for
For health.
overcome stupidity. So
It's for
if-
like
Hasn't worked yet.
boy, you stupid.
It's
Let
like-
me try this.
anti-inflammatory. Bee venom is anti-inflammatory in nature.
Really?
Yeah, so people treat with Jason's typing it right now. People treat with this, which is crazy. I've seen them like sting themselves.
These are the same people that are still putting leeches on their
Well, look,
body.
people do all sorts of weird things. I'm not saying it's right. All I'm saying is that I kind of like, because bees are now like endangered, and because they play such a vital part in the ecosystem, I like them.
Nerd.
I'm like, I know,
That's
I know.
why you like them.
In part,
You like them because
they were like the equivalent of an evil shark to me when I was growing up. Like a shark is just there to eat people.
yeah. And
I'm afraid of the
everywhere in the
now,
ocean.
Mike, you still are very afraid of bees, right?
I have gotten much, much better.
Oh, okay.
I'm now at the point where I see them. I'm like, thank goodness that bee's alive because it's doing good stuff.
I no longer shriek
and honey's delicious.
and just wave them off. Honey is delicious.
Yeah, bees are great.
Who's the?
I might sting myself.
Oh, just to find
Get
out
it out of the way. But apparently I got to do it twice
where
with
in,
an EpiPen sitting close by.
Where in humanity was someone look at the beehive like, those I know what those things do. What's in there? What do you got going on in there?
Well,
What's
there's
all
gotta
the?
be
What are you so protective about, Mr.
Yeah.
Bee?
Did you know there were no honeybees in America? They were all brought over. 0 honeybees.
Interesting.
Very true fact.
Wait,
Where were they
but
brought
how were
over
they-
From
how-
Europe.
But if the bees are so important,
Well, that doesn't mean there's non-pollinating bees. Honeybees. Bees that actually make honey.
honeybees. Oh, okay.
No honeybees in
Okay.
America.
Wow.
All brought over.
On a boat?
I think so.
Wow.
That's all they had.
Airplane.
One bee
We-
made a long flight. All right. We will take a break and we'll do some Guess Goose.
What time is it? Game time.
Now, Andy, don't
Yeah.
forget
Yeah.
that part of being the goose is the goose has to explain the game.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
shoot.
And no man has been a goose more than this guy.
All right.
Jason's got the goose hat on, which gave me quite the chuckle when I saw him reach over to put
I
it
am
on.
the back-to-back goose. Maybe back-to-back-to-back. I don't know. But
You've been goosing.
I've been goosing. Here's how the game is played. We're each going to ask a question, and we're going to answer what percentage of people believe that question, because obviously the producers of this great show have gone out and they've procured the answers.
You ever answer those? You ever do a survey thing at the mall?
Oh, yeah, I did
like
that
back
one
in
I
the
time.
did
day.
it one time.
Yeah,
They
that was a
didn't-
nightmare.
They like took.
They're
us-
like, oh, I'll give you a movie ticket or something stupid.
yeah, like I need you to come watch this commercial.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, what?
Is that thing
That's
not
what the
is
producers
that-
are doing.
Is that goose not fitting like it used to?
It's tight around the neck. I feel like I'm getting choked. Anyways, we're going to ask a question, take turns, and then Andy will say what percentage of people he thinks for his
Goose
number.
is real low right now.
He gets 4 points if he guesses the exact right percentage. 2 points if the guesser is correct within 5%. So if you say it's 32% and it's actually 35%, you get a couple points. And then the other 2 parties will say whether it's higher or lower than that number.
Yeah, you'll catch on real
Yeah,
quick.
it's easy.
We're playing 6 rounds, so twice each. And then 4 points for if you guess the exact number, and we'll see how we go. All right, I'm starting. What percentage of people believe that alien experiments have been performed by the United States government at Area 51?
Show me them aliens.
What percentage of people believe that experiments have been performed.
Oh man.
So I've got to
I'll
set
tell you
the
what.
line here.
I'll tell you what. With the knowledge that people are stinging themselves a bee, this number has gone up.
Yeah, no, all right. Look,
Of what I would have guessed earlier
my
today.
biggest fear here is I'm going to guess too low, genuinely. I will say that the percentage of people that believe that alien experiments have been performed by the U.S. government at Area 51 is 33% of people.
Ooh.
I think 33% of people believe that. So you guys have to decide
I wrote my number
if you're
down.
going to be higher or lower.
I wrote you've got
Go
your
ahead
got
and
lower.
reveal.
I'm going higher.
Jason's going higher than 33.
I wrote down 20%.
So Mike's
Oh,
going
no.
lower.
You didn't hear that bee sting well enough. It's
All right, we'll find out right now.
The answer is 44%.
oh yes,
That's
baby.
a bummer. I was not that far off. Dang it.
It's almost half.
Almost half.
I think it's an I want to believe situation, man.
Look,
I
and-
guess
and
let's
that's
pull
fine.
this room.
I
Let's
guess
pull
I
this
haven't,
room.
I haven't
I'm a-
really
I'm
thought
a
about
no.
it in a long time.
I'm a no, I don't believe it did.
Papa Josh.
I believe so, yes.
Okay, one. Mike, what do you
Man.
believe? Do you believe that they have performed
Alien experiments.
alien experiments
At Area
at
51.
Area 51?
It's a yes or no
I
question.
think no.
Okay.
I haven't thought about this
Right.
in a long time.
I'm definitely on the no side.
Okay,
I would have been on the yes side.
so
as a younger
Jason gets
person.
1 point. I get nothing because I was not close enough. And Mike gets nothing because he went lower because he believes in humanity. All right,
Not
Mike.
anymore.
Mike, you are so Jason right now. The Goose himself has got the
Ooh,
dominant
I'm in
1-0
the
lead.
Lead, baby.
Mike, it is your turn.
I'm flying.
Honk, honk. What percentage of people said they would keep working at their jobs if they won $900 million in a lottery?
Okay. All right, Mike, set the line. Who would keep working at their jobs if they won $900
Keep
million?
working. Okay.
Yeah, they like it that much.
Let's go 5%.
Oh, that
That's gonna make it tough, man. 5% of people. The problem is I don't think it's that high. I'm gonna go lower.
holy moly!
I'm going lower.
I almost opened my mouth to say, well, that makes it easy when you
Yeah.
went 5%. That's
Yeah,
gotta
but
be
if
higher
but
than
if
that.
the answer's lower, then I'll win.
Well, that's correct.
Yeah,
so
so-
you
I know how the
you
game.
think that among the United States of America, there's so many people that who just if they got $900 million, they'd be like, I'm going to keep going to work.
I don't
love
think
my
it's
job.
that many.
I think people will go, well, I'm not sure what I would do. Yeah, maybe I'd keep my job.
All right, let's find out. What is the answer?
This one's crazy to me. 37% of people said they would keep their job.
Dude,
That was the
that
odds on.
is. Were they being asked by their boss?
Oh, that would do it.
Because no,
Oh,
that
man.
is baloney.
I mean, that was the easy odds favorite is to go higher, but I genuinely am shocked.
I thought it might be like 3%.
I did too. That's why I went lower.
That is baloney.
All
Are you
right.
sure that wasn't 3.7% of
No, it's
people?
37.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you
When
can
polled by their direct
like it asking the
manager.
question. Okay, all working people, do you like your job? That number's under 50%.
we like our jobs.
I know.
Mike, are you staying here with $900 million?
That's a lot of money, guys.
Jason?
I'm out, baby. I'm
Josh?
See you later.
$900 million. You working here?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're not.
Oh, but we're the boss asking the
Oh,
employee.
yeah. See?
That's how it works.
Okay.
Dang it.
Yep.
All right.
100%
Jason.
of people.
This is
Jason is looking to shake this goose
It's
right
an-
off his head.
an aside of like what percentage of people do you think like their job in the United States of America? Are you testing the next question?
Yeah, I'm
Andy?
testing the next question here. Go ahead, Jay.
All right.
2-0 lead by Jason.
My question is, what percentage of people wink?
That's what I heard too.
Peep, poop, peep, poop. What percentage of people wink primarily with their left eyes?
Eyes?
It's pluralized in the question, but
So
it
if
should
you
be
wink-
eye.
if
Their
you
left
wink,
eye.
This is what I was
Because
testing.
it's
If,
people, so it's all their eyes.
Yeah, but your left eye.
what do I do if I don't wink a lot,
don't.
man? Oh man, what do
yeah,
I do?
because
This is a tough one, Jay.
you know what's tough? Winking, and not the physical act of it, but like at the right time. Because I
Oh,
feel
'cause it
like
can be creepy.
I feel like high 90s is the percentage of time that a wink is going to be gross. But there's some times you're like, oh man, what a good
Good
what
wink.
a good timed wink.
All right.
Can you wink, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What, you can't wink?
Can you wink?
Of course.
Okay.
Wait,
See, I was
hold
testing.
on.
I just wanted to watch which eye you
Oh.
guys used.
Oh, that's a great
you
way to do it.
losers. And one of you used your right, one of you used the
Well,
left.
he was
so
over
I'm,
there practicing.
I'm setting my line at 50%.
Okay.
Okay.
Because of the two people I pulled.
Go ahead, Andy.
Well, we have to decide independently here.
Yeah.
He went 50%.
Oh, wait. Can I change my answer?
What
Nope.
percentage of
It's
people
locked
Son of
in.
a gun.
It is locked in.
wink primarily with their left
I'm going
eyes?
I think
I'm going higher as well.
I think it's correlated with your
I think it's
dominant
the opposite
hand.
of your dominant hand.
Now,
Oh,
I
you're
would-
opposite?
Well,
then you would want to go lower.
No, because
Wait,
it says primarily with
Oh, no,
their
no,
left
no.
eyes. You would want
You
to go
both
lower.
went
going
higher.
match.
If I'm locked in,
I
you're
think
locked
it matches
in.
your dominant hand.
That means you should go lower.
What percentage? Oh, wait.
It doesn't
Because-
matter. You're both
now
locked
I'm,
in
now
higher.
I'm all
You're
confused.
both locked in. Because if I'm locked in, you're locked in. I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
change,
no, I definitely meant lower.
I
Yeah,
was
give
going
him- give him lower. It's
I was
fine.
going to change my answer to lower because I think a lot of
You
people.
don't get to say higher or lower because you said the percentage.
I was going to set my percentage lower than
All
what I
right, fine.
set.
You can change. What's your percentage? You can change. What do you want to put in?
42%.
Okay. I'm going lower still because I've figured out my method.
I'm going higher.
Okay.
All right, Josh.
Well, the answer is 38%. So you guys just gave Jason a bunch of points.
That's
and
fine.
a
Yes!
point
That's
there,
fine.
too.
I changed it to a victory.
So wait, how many points does he get? 2?
He gets 2.
He gets
He's
2.
up to
He was
And
within
Mike got a
5%,
point.
I'm at
So
a
I am
point.
set up for goosing right
Yeah.
here.
See what dawned on
Man,
me is
left
it's
eye
not.
winking is hard.
I think that
That's my
there
natural.
has to be a strong percentage of people who they don't have they don't have. It's not right or left. It's like they
'Cause-
don't have
'cause
a
some can't wink.
primary wink. They go, I don't know. So do I primarily blink with my left? No. So the that's why I lowered
Okay.
it.
All right.
Not really easy to take you seriously with a goose on your head.
That's fair.
What percentage of people prefer waffles over pancakes? So this is the waffle lovers of the world. I got to set a line here. Preferring waffles over pancakes. I've got a number. I'm going to lock it in right away. It's 40%.
Higher.
Waffles over pancakes.
Now,
Higher.
you shouldn't have revealed that quick, Mike,
No.
because you guys should have been simultaneous
I don't care.
for the chance to
I
not
don't
let
care.
Jason play the game.
I don't care either. I want the right answer. I want to sweep this thing. I think that. So you're saying 40% prefer waffles. I'm going to go higher too. I think
Waffles are superior.
they are superior, but I don't think that. I think it's going to be close
I think
to
the world
50%.
likes pancakes more than they like waffles. But
They certainly order it more.
They order it more. All right, what is the answer?
The answer is 51%.
I am dead.
You're.
I am a
We
dead
already know.
man.
You want this hat right now?
I'm very close to it. I've got no points. Jason with 4, Mike with 2. Mike,
Oh no.
go ahead.
All right.
I can only tie Mike with a perfect finish. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
Okay.
can't, oh man, I got to get one more point.
Yeah.
What percentage of people can pronounce quinoa correctly? Which I said it right.
You sure did.
Quinoa.
Spelled Quinoa.
So the people out there, some are going quinoa.
Can pronounce quinoa correctly.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike. Set the line.
I am going to put it at. I think it's most people. Okay, we're quinoa is. We're
what a
finding out
weird
what
question
it is.
to poll people to be like, yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't pronounce it correctly.
Well, maybe they just say, "Hey,
What's this word?
What is this word?" And
That's
then
fair.
they
I'm
read
going to
it.
go
And they go,
quinoa.
Quinoa.
That's why you got 4 points.
I'm
Jay.
going to go with 80%.
Ooh, man. I was gonna go pretty near there. I'm blocked. Are you?
Yeah, I'm locked.
I am lower.
I'm lower.
Okay.
Please
Well-
tell me I can tie Mike.
No. This
Oh.
is a high-scoring round. The answer is 75%.
Booyah!
So Mike gets 2 points. Jason gets another point.
That's mine.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah. You
Wait,
are-
but hold on. Jason's at 5
Yeah.
and I'm at 4.
Yeah. So you guys can,
I can tie it,
All
maybe.
right. All right.
All right,
Let's
be able
find
to
out.
tie it.
My
Last one,
final
Jay.
question. What percentage of people hate coconut? What percentage of people hate coconut?
I am mostly one of those people.
Don't give him information.
You're mostly one of those people? How can you be mostly someone that hates coconut?
Well, I like pina coladas and I like coconut flavoring, but I don't like eating coconut itself. Like when people put it into candy
So-
bars or cookies or whatever the crap
So
that
if you
is.
were asked this question in a mall, how would you have answered? Do you hate coconut?
I don't think I hate coconut.
Okay.
So you're talking like shaved coconut.
Yeah.
What percentage of people hate coconut? I'm
They're
going to
probably-
say. I'm going to say 38%.
Oh, 38%.
I don't care. My answer makes no difference.
You should. You're at a 0, man.
That's true. I don't want to get goose.
Yeah.
Oh, you could.
We got to get you a golden goose.
We have
Golden-
never had
oh,
someone
golden goose. You
We
should.
just spray paint this gold.
Well, that'd be
It's going to be real stinky.
We need a regular
Perfect.
goose for when somebody scores 1 point.
What'd you go? 38. What'd you say? 38%?
What did I say?
To hate? To hate?
You said
coconut.
38.
Okay.
I think that.
Hate coconut. I'm gonna go lower.
I'm going lower.
The answer is 31%. Andy got a point.
No golden goose, baby, but I am the goose in a big
Oh,
way.
That's disappointing.
But that also means
I mean, I tied you.
Mike got a point and I didn't, so we tied.
Good work.
We are the
Good work,
the
champ.
winners. Nice
work.
job, champ.
We'll take a break. I'm the goose for next time. Let's draft.
The Spitballers Draft.
All right, I'm really happy to get a point. By the way, that's what a round. Here
I'm
we go.
not the goose.
You're not the goose. Has Mike ever been the goose?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you'd ever. I don't remember you. I've goosed before.
Once I remember.
I can't imagine how that goose. You couldn't
Fits
have,
on this dome.
Did you?
I probably.
strap it?
I was probably riding dirty with that thing
Yeah.
That
open.
thing's tight.
Yeah. We're drafting the worst things to find left.
I'm
on your-
alive, so I must not have put it on.
the worst things to find left on your front porch. So the way I was thinking about this, it's like
Ding dong.
I don't know if you get the ding dong. Maybe it's
Mhm.
in the morning you go out and you find something sitting on your front porch.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the worst things you want to find out there, Jason. You have the first pick in the draft.
I mean, this is the classic. This
Yeah.
is the goose.
This is a 101
this
for
is-
Jason.
This is how Spitballers
It's-
drafts start.
It's a flaming bag of poop.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Don't put it out with your boots, Dad.
There you go.
Yep. So the flaming bag of poop. It makes sense.
You dressed it up though. Because I just
You
wrote,
just
I just
poop.
poop.
Yeah, I
But-
went full Adam Sandler.
Flaming
Yeah.
bag would be much worse. I got to make a decision here.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's a question for you. If you don't catch it while it's on fire, right? Because they
Mhm.
don't, you're not
Right.
home.
It just burns like a candle.
Does the poop burn out?
No.
Okay. Just making sure you don't maybe that was better, but I don't think all that poop.
it'll just
That poop just doesn't burn
it'll
away.
just crisp it up.
All right, I will go with a baby.
That's
it is
good.
on my
That's
list.
a good one.
It is
Of
on
all the
my
things to
list.
find,
I don't have a list.
Oh, you're
Yeah, he's
flying
free?
blind today.
Flying dirty.
What are you doing?
He even bragged
Living.
about it too when he walked in. He's like,
I
I don't
love
have a
the idea.
list. I'm going with the baby because
Yeah.
the added complexity of the baby some things, you got to clean them up. Some things, you got to
Yeah.
move them. A baby's a whole big old problem.
You have to do something.
You have to. Yeah.
You can't just shut the door.
No.
You don't get to just be like,
real slow.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Nope.
no, not
No,
looking
a
at that.
baby is one of the worst
Good luck,
things
baby.
to find on the front porch. Because now it's like you got to call somebody, got to take it somewhere, got to raise it secretly. Mike, you are on the clock. 2 picks. Worst things to find left on your front porch.
All right, baby was on my list. It was a little bit lower than. I mean, come on, guys. It's a dead body.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Like
Yeah.
that is. You got a big problem
Yeah.
because
I don't know, man. The dead body versus the live baby. Which is the bigger problem?
well, I'm saying the baby maybe. I didn't mean to rhyme. But I mean, it's like guess who's suspect number 1 when you call the
Okay.
police?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
You're
you.
like, I have to report I found a body on my porch. They're like, how'd that get there?
Better hope it's somebody you don't know.
Yeah.
If it's someone you know, it's way worse.
So
You got a funeral you got to go to.
not only do you have to take care of it and call some people and figure it out, but I think that you are
Okay.
on a list somewhere.
Dead body.
So this one is this one's just more practical. You forgot you ordered groceries.
Oh, that's a good one.
Also, they're like
And
they're
they're-
old groceries.
All
your
your dairy,
milk.
all your milk was just sitting there overnight, and you open that door, you're like,
oh shoot.
oh man.
Jason has a place a couple hours north of here and has on multiple occasions ordered a load of food for his house here in the valley, only to discover it was all delivered because he ordered it for the cabin up north.
That has happened so many times that it is infuriating, but I don't take 1 ounce of credit for this. It has never once been me ordering.
Yeah.
Who could it have been?
I won't say.
We're all trying to find the person.
So you went with the old grocery.
Yeah.
That's demoralizing. Yeah, that'd be bad.
Yeah, it's not scary, except, I mean, for the wasted money.
All right. Well, inspired by today's episode of the show, I'm going to go number 2. I may like them, but I don't want to find them on my front porch. I'm going to go a swarm of bees.
Yeah,
So I'm going to go a
okay, that makes
beehive.
Jason's got a guy who definitely didn't put it there.
Yes. So baby in a beehive. The third one,
This better be another bee.
I'm going to draft it. It's technically part of Mike's, but I think you'll let me have it. Oh wait, it's not my pick.
Oh, I was waiting. I was like, okay, what is it? Because I'm about to take it from you. You were so close.
I'm not doing good today. I'm a goose. I don't know my order in the draft. All right, Jason, you are on the clock. It's totally you.
It is
for
totally
3
me.
picks.
First, I'm going to say an eviction notice.
Oh,
You open that door, and all of a
Okay.
sudden, that's not my home no more. That sucks.
That's sad.
You don't want it.
I feel like there was a disproportionate amount of like childhood shows where like people showed up not just with the eviction notice, but with the wrecking ball. Like the house is gonna like
Oh, right.
yeah.
You're like, your bill is due in 3, 2, 1. Knock it down.
And that's what we do, huh? We use the wrecking ball.
For sure.
Okay.
That's just the only way.
Well, that's what Miley said.
Yeah.
All right. So you got an eviction notice. That's good.
And my last one is going to be, because I think this would be worse than anything. I think I found the worst one. A lit stick of dynamite.
What?
Hey, man, you open that door.
That's got to be really well timed.
Oh yeah. I mean, you
A
better.
lit
What are you
stick?
doing? You trying to kick it or you running?
I'm
picking it
running.
up?
I'm
I think I'm
running.
running.
I'm not going
running.
for a kick.
But if you're running, that means your house
I
is
will
getting
kick it.
dynamited.
I'll kick it if I can see a really long wick. Is that what it's called on a stick of dynamite? A wick?
Yeah.
Might be.
It's a fuse.
Fuse. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you, Papa
The
Josh.
wick is a
You know,
fuse.
tomato. It's the same
I always
word.
light a lot of birthday fuses on my cake. All right, my pick. I was going with it before I luckily detoured.
Oh, it
and
wasn't the stick of dynamite?
I was going severed head.
I don't know, man. We already
That
got
kind of
that
sounds
body.
like a dead body.
I mean,
It-
it's
you don't want-
attached.
that's
to
fine.
Is attached to a body.
It's easy, guys. I'll pivot. Horse head.
Okay. Yes, that's okay.
This is not hard.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
This ain't complicated.
Perfect.
Horse head it
Horse
is.
head. Yeah, you don't want it in the bed.
Don't
you don't want it on your porch.
Don't want to. And that one begs more questions. You find a dead body. Someone laid down. They died. It might have been some person just dealing with something.
Or someone dropped it there, yeah?
You find a horse head. Somebody cut a horse head off and then brought it to your house.
Yeah.
That's a message.
I
Of
want to
course
know
it's a
what
message.
they did with the horse.
They probably ate it.
Nobody's ever said. Nobody's left a
Don't
horse.
want to waste it.
Nobody's left a horse body in the bed.
Right.
It's always the head because the body's pretty big.
Oh,
The body's super hard to carry around.
Yeah, it's not a gag. It's not a good gag.
No.
Doesn't send a message.
man, to get a severed horse head into someone's bed
Mm-hmm.
while they are asleep,
Mm-hmm.
you're the sneakiest person alive.
Is that how that worked? It was like you go to sleep and then you
Yeah,
wake
you
up
wake
and
up
it's
and
in
there's
the
a
bed.
horse's head in your bed.
I mean,
It's easier to do the front porch if you follow my instructions.
Right. Much easier.
Much easier. All right, I'm going horse head. Thank you for letting me detour to that.
Yeah,
That's
no
a
problem.
better. It's a better pick.
It didn't start with B though. Your baby and your beehive.
yeah.
Oh, I was trying to alliterate.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got 2 picks.
A big horse head.
There you go. A big horse head. Beheaded horse head.
That's a little. Yeah, that's redundant.
right.
Mike, you got 2 more picks.
I'm going with it's a note, and it says, I'm in the house.
okay, interesting.
Ooh.
Because
Well, that's a real,
that's probably a
real
gag.
mean.
They put it on the outside of your
Yeah, it's
house.
a real weird move, man.
So you open the door and you're like, who's
I'm not out here.
And then you go outside, shut the door so you can read the note, And then it says-
why are you
And
shutting
then
Because
they
the note's
lock-
on the outside.
They
of-
lock it behind you?
No, I'm just saying. Then it's like I'm in the house. I'm like, oh, I'm safe. I'm on the outside.
Why are you going outside to read the note?
Well, they
It's
put
stuck to the door,
They
right?
put it on the outside. Did they stick the note to the inside of the door?
I guess
Oh,
it's
I'm
sitting
imagining
on the
it's
ground.
just on the
It's on
ground.
Okay.
But
That's
why
weird.
why are you going out and closing the door to? Is that how you take your packages?
If there's bees out there, it is.
Just hey.
All right. That's a new one.
And then another.
That's like a dude who didn't have a list would answer that one.
I don't know. I didn't have a list. I'm crushing.
I'm going with this one because it's a little spooky, and it's also an annoyance. It is a box of unlabeled VHS tapes.
Okay.
Because what's on there? You're like, do I want to find out?
No.
Well, now I probably have to find out. And how am I going to find out? Well, now I got to go find a VCR.
You got to go
How
buy a
do you
VCR.
Find a V. Do they still sell VCRs?
Oh, they must.
I don't know.
There's no way
This
they
is
don't.
what I'm saying. It's creepy.
Amazon's got to sell
and
those.
it's annoying. I mean, do you have a VCR? Josh, do you have a VCR laying around?
Not anymore.
No,
Yeah.
of course not.
I can get a Magnavox DVD player VCR combo. It's renewed. $279. That's expensive.
Because they're not manufacturing these, so you're not going to find something new.
I would imagine you're not.
You're probably going to have to go like garage sailing.
When's the last time you heard Magnavox?
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
They did a
Not
lot.
since they've gone out of business.
They did a lot in the VCR department here, from what I'm seeing.
DVDs, we've got nothing to worry about.
All right, my
Magnavox.
my last pick here. I'm gonna go alligator,
Oh, all right.
which I think does happen from time to time in Florida.
Oh, for sure it does.
So I don't want to find an alligator left on my front porch. I'm gonna go with that.
All right. So you got bees and alligator. I'm gonna take.
Got an animal thing.
Yeah,
going.
you got a horse,
Got a zoo.
bees.
If the alligator's out there with the horse head, I know what happened to the horse.
It would be a lot
You
less
think
scary.
That
Yeah.
alligator ate the horse and
If
left
I
the
saw
head.
them next to each other,
You
I
would-
would believe that.
You wouldn't
yeah.
make that assumption?
You would think the horse head came from something else? I would go with the bloody alligator.
All right.
If there's an alligator and anything that's,
Yeah, severed.
I'm go.
A plus.
I know who did it.
Alligator
I just
plus
don't.
B.
I don't think that he could have.
He's not beating the rap, man.
All right. Okay. I've got my last pick.
It's so dumb.
The alligator's like, I swear,
wasn't me.
this isn't what it looks like.
They were trying to intimidate you. Burp.
Got a lot of ways I could go here.
Do you?
I do.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna stick to the truth because I see a lot of bad things. A ransom note, a robber. You know, someone pointing a gun at you.
Yeah.
But I've got something far worse than that. If I open the door and someone was pointing a gun at me, my life is on the line.
Yeah.
But if I open a door and there's a tarantula on the porch,
Okay.
I am immediately dead. The heart has
You'd
stopped.
rather have the gun.
Yes, absolutely.
That
Absolutely.
is a Jason pick.
I mean, if I open that door and there's a tarantula there, boom, life over.
I like to imagine that the tarantula knocked.
With one of its
So there's-
8 arms.
Is there a soft wrapping at the front of the door?
Just a
What
friendly,
could that be?
Just a friendly tarantula.
Get a hat.
Oh, man.
Can't you turn over a new leaf like me and bees?
I-
Can't you become like tarantulas? They don't do nothing wrong.
They exist. Yeah, no, they.
Just existing is too much.
The only thing that I want them to have in common with bees is I want them to be starting to, like, leave the planet. Just
Jason with flaming bag of poop and eviction notice, a little stick of dynamite. Oh, not a little stick, a lit stick.
Yeah.
At tarantula, I have a baby, a beehive, a horse head, and an alligator. And Mike went with dead body, old groceries, and I'm in the house note and a box of unlabeled VHS tapes, courtesy of Magnavox. Any
This show brought to you by.
I didn't have a whole lot of honorable mentions other than like a dead animal of some sort or something super heavy was an answer because
Oh,
you've got to get something heavy off your porch.
right. It's like a
Right.
piano.
Oh man, that'd be so bad.
that would suck.
That would be
That
a
would
piano.
suck.
I don't want a piano.
Right. Unless you're needing a piano, having one is a problem.
There are items that I will never sell on like Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp because they're so heavy that they're giveaways. They're like, you're doing me a favor by taking
Right.
this heavy thing for free.
Just an anvil. Just a bit.
Yeah, that would just be tough.
On my list, I have a live lobster because that actually happened
What?
to me.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
Some friend, a big
I,
gag?
I literally have
In
If
Arizona.
This is a mystery.
What, you don't know?
I know. I do
What?
not know.
When was this?
I was a teenager.
Okay.
I'm living at my parents' house, and one day I return from whatever, hijinks I'm getting up to, and there's a lobster with a string tied to it and the doorknob. I'm like,
Oh my God.
And I'm
They
like,
tied a string to the doorknob?
well, so it couldn't crawl away.
What'd you do?
I ran inside and I was like, Mom!
Oh, okay.
Well, because first I was like, oh, that's weird. And then I gave it a little tap with the foot, and then it started moving. And
So wait, so you had to like hop over it to run inside, right?
because it's a monster.
Oh my gosh!
But who did it? If you're listening to this podcast,
So when you
could tell
Let me know.
Yeah, I've wondered my whole life who did it.
when you opened the door, did the lobster like go with the door handle then?
Like pulled into the house?
No, the string was long enough.
Oh,
Okay. That's smart.
It was kind
Always
of
have a long enough leash for your lobsters
But-
you leave on the front porch.
Yeah, look, the mom and dad took care of it. But it
did
was.
they eat it?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
That's interesting.
I mean, it's a live lobster.
That's
Yeah.
the problem for me. A live lobster would be like, what do I do with this? Because
You
I
cook
don't.
it.
Yeah, I
Is
mean,
that what you would
that's-
do?
It's really what you
Probably
should
what
do.
you should do.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Well, that's what I mean,
else
like-
could you possibly do
Yeah,
with a lobster in
lobster's-
Arizona?
The lobster's going to die.
See,
Yeah.
I'd leave it on someone else's porch.
that's
I think that's
okay,
the right-
It's the
good
gift
idea.
that keeps on giving.
I think that's the important thing.
What did we learn today?
Well, the hot streaks and guess goose don't last forever.
I just learned that Mike had a live lobster. I just learned that you can even put a live lobster on someone's porch.
Mike learned
It's-
something about bee stings.
It's probably a real inhumane thing to do, but they did it.
Yeah, you can go sting yourself later.
I will not be doing that.
For the benefits.
Get the leeches. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.